have this special question. As I mentioned, Kapil, what is your go-to karaoke song? That, and if at all we could have one or two lines, if you think you're ready for it right now, we would love to hear from you.
No, I think the favorite would be Every Rose Has Its Thorn by a band called Poison. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
We both lie silent and still in the dead of night. Although we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside. There's something I said, something I did. Did my words not come out right? No, I tried not to hurt you. No, I tried. But I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah.
That's so perfectly well sung.
Oh, wait. Super.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for those lines. That's pretty good. Wow, that's something very different for us to hear. Thank you. Manoj, just in case, after a long, hard week or a long, hard day, what is the best way that you unwind yourself?
I'm love to play golf. Most of the time, basically, I have a time, so I play golf, listening music, especially in Kishore Kumar.
Since we're in that mood, what is your favorite Kishore Kumar song?
Very difficult because Kishore Kumar, I love Kishore Kumar. I mean, all the song is very good. But one song is close to my heart is Badi Suni Suni Si Hai.
Right. Wonderful. Last night, in fact, at 11:30, while I was going through these questions, I was listening to this song, Zindagi ke safar mein bichhad jate hain jo maqam wo fir nahi aate. It's a beautiful song. I just remembered that one.
That was a different era of music.
Yeah, I'm still not over it. I somehow think that this is my rebirth. I was born in that era for some reason. I'm so much into these retro songs.
This is our song sang 20, 30 years back, right? Even more than that. But when you listen today, it looks like fresh.
Yeah, that's it.
It has actually, I don't know, you guys know this, but all these songs are a byproduct of the search or the yearning of that generation. So if you see Mohammad Rafi or before that KL Sehgal, right? Ek Bangla Bane Pyara.
Right.
Because that time having a home was the biggest thing.
Right.
To moving to Rafi,
Absolutely.
right? कि मैं हर गम को धुएं में उड़ाता चला गया, right? Was about letting go, because that was a time when people from villages and all the small towns were trying to come to Bombay and Delhi to make their lives. And then the byproduct which we have after that is Kishore Kumar, where you were actually marrying the one you loved, right? Because you got the chance. In Rafi's era, you were actually letting her go. So all those songs are, लिखे जो खत तुझे वो तेरी याद में हजारों रंग के फसाने बन गए, right? Because you are letting that go. But Kishore Kumar was about, मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी. We are meeting, we are coming together.
Romantic kind of.
Right.
Yes.
And then the Kumar Sanu came in, which is the byproduct of it, that we are in Ashiki and love happening and Udit Narayan era versus going back to Sonu Nigam, which was again about har ghadi badal rahi hai zindagi and accepting. So we are together. Now what happens to the life of us being together, right? And things coming in versus again Arijit Singh now of अच्छा चलता हूँ दुआओं में याद रखना or all those. So these are a byproduct of generation. And very interestingly, all those songs, if you say KL Sehgal and Rafi, these all songs move from here to here. Like Himesh Reshamya was Nose, right? So all of them are coming here. So heart and this it goes a generation. So you see, when you think of Kishore Kumar, you're a very happy person. You see those things, and we were trying to actually get the data. Sorry, the work will come and you can cut it. But basis they are posting on Facebook, we can actually customize the communication to be sent to you. Right, that send this communication so that there is a higher chance of them, looking at my message and songs. So that's a byproduct.
Then that really scares me that really scares me about the situation that we are into
Correct,
now.
I was about
The
to say
songs
that.
that are now coming.
Yeah, if that was the case, so 4 bottle
I was just thinking about that song. It is just the same song.
Exactly it is, because earlier you used to hear songs in that cassette player,
Yeah,
right? That tape,
yeah.
जिसको Reynolds में डाल के ठीक करते थे. To a time, then AirPods. Now the music is to dance. Earlier music was to think of somebody. Now you have that person. Well, you're thinking about probably 5 more person. So you want to dance. That's the problem.
Completely get into that. We'll have a bit of a light-hearted question here. So, without thinking too much, what's the last app that you've opened which has nothing to do with your work?
I had opened Google Maps. So you're right.
What about you?
Video Leap. It's a AI based video making tool. I was just trying what it is.
What about you, Yask?
I had opened Zepto.
And what about you, Manoj?
Amazon.
What is one spontaneous thing that you've recently done and you just realized that you should do it more?
I remember I spontaneously called, it was after a long time, called my school friends because a lot of them were here. And I said, let's catch up. And fortunately, they were all available. So we all met, had a great time. Boys' night out, whatever. Uncle's night out, whatever. So probably I should do that more often. So
That's wonderful. That's one thing that I think when we grow up, while we are in our work, that's something that we kind of miss out for sure. But those good friends, few friends that stay together.
This is more like a planned, spontaneous thing. You have been thinking of this for a long period of time, and suddenly one day you realize, chalo, aaj samay hai, let me just call up that person. Meeting that, which is something which is in the back of your mind. And I really agree to this. While I believe that spontaneity is, it's more to do with that particular day, time.
Yeah,
कि आज
exactly.
चलो आज मेरे पास वो है. I'm just crossing through that area. Maybe call that person up, right? I agree. This is one, planned spontaneous things that I have also done a couple of times.
This is always reminded to me by the last scene of Dil Chahta Hai. I always remember that movie when the friends are together and you don't really know when you get to meet each other. One of my friends, most of my friends are in Canada. For obvious reasons, a lot of people just went to Canada. So he just messaged me yesterday, when are we all meeting? I'm right here. And that just changed. So we were not having this WhatsApp discussion for the past, I think 3-4 weeks, no message. And suddenly we're filled with messages again just because one person has come back to India.
Come back.
The entire plans, the dynamics of the group change after that.
Plus, I think with the old friends, the school friends, right? I met a person in New York after 2 decades.
Oh, wow.
And it was like I had just met him yesterday, right? Because it's an instant connect because you've done all that crap together, right? So, and now you are like obviously running your life.
That's the best de-stress that you can sit with your friends, talk about the same thing you've discussed 2,000 times earlier, talk about the same incidents that you've gone through, and you don't get bored. That's one, and you don't get judged. That's the best part.
That is actually the part.
That's the best part.
You don't get judged.
If I were to ask you, if you could just start a completely random side business, what do you think that would?
I would start a yoga retreat and a yoga session. My wife is into it, but I really want to start something on that.
Kapil, this question is for you. How would you explain to any little child what do you do in logistics business overall?
Transport things safely.
No.
3 words.
3 words.
Very nice.
You ask one question, we've discussed this. What does your name mean and where does the entire thing come from? The background.
So Yask was the name of a rishi from Hindu history, not mythology. People, use these words a lot nowadays. So Yask Rishi was the one who had analyzed the Ved, and he had created a book called Nirukt for the common people to understand the Ved. It's like kunji आती थी जैसे हमारे जिसको हम कहते थे, तो Nirukt was the kunji to understand the Ved.
The next segment is called Would You Rather. Would you rather give up social media or coffee for a year? For you, Abhin.
Social media.
And what about you?
Same.
Social media, completely, everyone. So social media, coffee.
Social media.
Social
I can give, yes.
Would you have a rewind button for your life or a pause button today?
Rewind.
What about you, Abhin?
Pause.
What about you?
Pause.
Rewind or pause?
Of course, rewind.
Would you have the power to rather be invisible or power to read minds?
Invisible, because reading minds, I could get information that I really don't want.
What about,
Invisible, I have a choice where to become invisible.
what about you? Abhinna?
Invisible, but because I know what people are thinking, so it does not matter.
What about you? Yask?
Read minds. I have no use case for being invisible.
What about you, Manoj?
Yeah, invisible.
Invisible as well. This is a question which I really feel could have different answers. Would you rather time travel to meet your ancestors or meet your future descendants?
For me, ancestors.
Ancestors. What about
Ancestor.
you? Abhinna?
Ancestor.
Yes.
There's a lot of, I think most of us will have the same answers here. What's the wildest thing? It could be wildest, it could be a different thing that you, on your bucket list that might surprise everyone.
I want to do a 20 country road trip in Asia. So I think there are about 48 countries in
Right.
the Asian continent. So I have this kind of a wish list that if I could do that alone in a nice vehicle. I've just got down to listing it out because of the visas and all of that. But then there's a long road to get that done.
What about you?
I need a 12 months of break.
So sabbatical.
I will just, not sabbatical, I don't want to work to complete projects, but I want to do some projects which do not have the impact on revenue alone, but on people. Right? So 12 months I want to just get out of it and help, because the money is not there in social causes. That's why all the smart people are not getting into social causes. Right? It is always social causes where you go for photo op. So a top guy from, say, Stanford, if I tell him to join my social cause versus join a bank, he will always choose a bank or a technology company. Leave bank now. Everybody wants to join tech company. So, for a 12 months, there is no break. So I would take just break, leave everything and just focus on that, building that social cause.
What is it, Yask, that you would want to do?
Oh, I have been planning to do a trek to a crater of a volcano, active one. That's something that I have been wanting to do for some time now.
What about you?
Okay, so basically, I have a dream where I want to develop one product, especially in industry benefit. I would not name it, but yes, if you have a time, I can take leave for 18 months because this product is required for 18 month development, and of course, is for airlines. Number one, number two, there are no competition in India. That product what my dream to develop.
Right.